Hello friends, in the last session we were in the middle of our demo related to Docker data containers. So let us continue the same here in this session. So friends, in the last session we have created the MySQL Docker container with name MySQL-container. And so now friends, let us create a data container for this MySQL container. So let us go to the putty command line terminal and let us write a command to create the data container for this MySQL container. So friends, the command to create the data container will be docker create and then the -v option for specifying the volume directory inside the data container. So let us put the volume directory as /var lib mysql. And now friends, the -name option for specifying the data container's name. So let us give the data container name as mysql_data_container. And then finally we need to specify the image name. And friends, as this container is just a data container, so as discussed earlier, let us create this container with very lightweight image. So let us take the image as busybox image. So friends, with this the command to create the data container is ready now. So let us press enter here to execute this command. And here with this the MySQL data container got created successfully. But till now friends, this data container does not contain any data. So now let us copy the MySQL data from the host machine's volume directory to this data container using the docker cp command. So docker cp and then the host machine's volume directory path, which is /volumes /mysql and then /data, and then finally the dot symbol. And friends, this dot at the last in the path is used for copying all the content which is present inside the data folder and not the data folder itself. And now friends, we need to specify the data container's name, which is MySQL_data_container in our case, and then colon, and then the data container's volume directory path, which is /var lib mysql. So friends, with this the docker cp command to copy the host machine's volume directory data to the data container's volume directory is ready now. So let us execute this command by pressing enter. And here with this command's execution friends, the data from the host machine volume directory got copied to the data container's volume directory. So our MySQL data container is ready with data now. And this data in MySQL data container will remain safe now even if we delete the host machine's volume directory. Also friends, now we can create any number of MySQL containers from this data container using --volumes -from option. So friends, let us create one new MySQL container to verify this data container. So docker run and then --name. So we have given the container name as MySQL-container-2 this time, and then the --volumes -from option, and the value to this option is the data container's name from which the volume needs to be borrowed. So the data container name in our case is MySQL_data_container, and then we have specified the -p option for port mapping, and here we have given the host port as 3307 this time, as we have already used the port 3306 for the previous MySQL container. And friends, this time we are not giving the username and password environment variables with -e option, as because this time we are using the volumes, and so by default the previous container's username and password will get copied to this new container. And then friends, after the port mapping option, we have specified the -d option for running this container as a background process, and then finally the image name, which is MySQL in our case. So friends, with this the command to start the new MySQL container by using the data container is ready now. So let us execute this command by pressing enter. And now friends, let us verify whether this new MySQL container got initialized with the data container's data or not. So for this, let us connect to this container using MySQL client command, same as like we did earlier for the previous container. So let us execute the MySQL client command, which is MySQL, and then hyphen protocol is equal to TCP, and then -h option for specifying the server address, which is localhost in our case, and then the -P option for specifying the port to be connected, which is 3307 this time, and then the -u option for username, and here we have the username as root, and then at last we have specified the -p option for the root user password, whose value is root password. So now let us press enter here to execute this command. And with this, here we can see, friends, that we are successfully able to connect to this new MySQL container. So now let us verify whether the database which we created in the previous MySQL container exists here in this new MySQL container or not. So let us run the show databases MySQL query. So show databases. And here we can see, friends, that the test_database is present inside this new MySQL container. So now let us connect to this database using use database query. So use and then the test_database. And with this, here we are inside the test_database now. So let us execute the show tables query to see whether the person table is existing here or not. And here we can see, friends, the person table. And so now finally let us execute the MySQL select query to verify the presence of data inside this table. So select star from person. And here we can see, friends, that all the three records which we created in the previous container are present inside this new MySQL container. And we achieved this by initializing this MySQL container with the volume of data container. So friends, this is how we can initialize as many MySQL Docker containers by using only one source data container. So friends, with this, here in this session we learned how Docker data containers are created, and then we saw how we can copy the data from the host machine to the data containers, and then we initialize the new MySQL container by using the volume of the data container. And so friends, with this we have completed one of the most important concept of Docker, which is Docker volumes. Now friends, let us see the leftover Docker file instructions in the next session. So see you in the next session. Till then, take care, tata, bye bye.